What is historical periodization? Imagine trying to understand a story without knowing the chapters. That's what historians do with history. They divide it into sections called periods. This process is known as historical periodization. It helps us see how different events, ideas, and movements fit together over time. By breaking history into chunks, we can better understand how societies change or stay the same across different eras. In the world of poetry and prose, knowing these periods is like having a map. Many writers and artists are influenced by the time they live in. For example, during the Romantic period, writers focused on emotion and nature, partly because of the Industrial Revolution and rising nationalism. Recognizing these links helps us see why certain themes or styles appear in different times. Major events often mark the start or end of a period. Think about the French Revolution, which shifted Europe from the Enlightenment to modern times. Such events are like signposts, showing us where one era ends and another begins. These markers help us understand the context authors were working in. Using periodization in studying poetry and prose allows us to see how literary styles evolve. It helps us understand why a poem from the Victorian era might focus on morality, while one from the modernist period might explore alienation. It also helps us interpret references to historical events within literature, making the works richer and more meaningful. Understanding the cultural and political climate of a period reveals why writers chose certain themes or techniques. For instance, during the Harlem Renaissance, African American writers expressed pride and identity amid social change. Recognizing these contexts helps us appreciate their work more fully. Overall, historical periodization is a way to organize history into manageable parts. It connects the dots between events, movements, and cultural shifts. For students of poetry and prose, it's a helpful tool to see how literature reflects and influences the world around it. It's like a timeline that brings stories to life, making history and literature easier to understand and enjoy.